Okay, so what we're going to do is start with that woman maker exercise. And we're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, which means you might get one whole set, up to 2 whole sets of that woman maker exercise in the 20 seconds. So you're doing like 5 exercises in 20 seconds. But before we get started, I'm going to give you just a few warm-up exercises to get the joints ready, because this one's a tough one to start with, particularly if you're doing the weights and the full version of it. So let's just start by lifting our arms and knees, marching in place, just getting warmed up a little bit. Good. Get those knees up. You're trying to get that mobility in those joints, lubricate the joints, warm up the muscles a little bit. Now let's do big circles with our arms while we're marching. Reverse those circles. Oh, a little coordination. And let's step sideways, open the feet wide, and just do a couple of little lunges side to side. And then reach over the head, side to side. All we're doing is a warm-up here. And let's reach across the chest, stretch across that back. Good. Little squats. Squat, reach up. Squat, reach up. And we'll do a little rotation. Let's turn those hips. Swing those arms to the side. Good. All right. I'm going to set the timer now. Get ready for that woman maker. Remember, if you want to use dumbbells, you can. You don't have to. Find your variation that works for you. Oh, we can't even hear that. Hold on. Turn that volume up. Okay. I still don't hear it. All right, ladies, got more volume here.
Begin interval 1.
There we go. All right. Squat down. Right to that push up. Row, row. And squat, push up.
1. Stop exercise.
Terrie, we had a couple people come in late, didn't see what you did before. Can you show the easier version off the bench?
3, 2, 1.
So here's the easier version. One down, plank out. Push up. Row. Row. Up in. Dumbbells to the shoulders. Push up.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
All right. Everybody got that? Got that movement?
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 3.
Squat, plank, push up, row, row, squat, and thrust. Back down.
3, 2.
Yay!
Stop exercise.
Got 2 of those in that time. Let's do it again.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 4.
Down. Keep those feet wide. Helps with the balance when you're doing the rows.
When you're doing the push-up portion, it's okay to drop to your knees too. If you're doing the full exercise, when you get that push-up part, go ahead, drop to your knees to get the push-up in.
1. Stop exercise and switch to woman maker.
All right. We're gonna do the woman maker. Now,
3, 2, 1. Woman maker.
there you go. Notice I'm telling this to the woman maker. That's my Freak Week Friday. It'll come in later.
Nice, Kopi. That's the way.
3, 2, 1. Stop woman maker, return to other exercise.
So for the rest of the exercises, we're still gonna have that center piece right there. The middle of each 8 sets, we're gonna do 2 woman makers in between.
Interval 5.
So no matter what exercise we're doing, we're gonna go back to that woman maker. For this woman maker.
Here we go. Yep. Same thing. Doing the same thing.
Three, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
If you're doing the back rows, doing the back rows without any weights at all, make them really pronounced. Get that elbow right back there and really squeeze those muscles in the middle of your back. Corey, you're doing great.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Get your heart rate up there.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 7.
2 more of these to go.
Three, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Woo! Make sure you get into that squat before you come up out of this one.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 8.
Down to the squat, then come up.
Three, 2, 1. Stop exercise. Rest and prepare for next
Woo!
exercise.
Okay. Keep those feet steady. We got our second exercise. It's just going to be a squat, knee to elbow. But we're going to do 4 sets of that. And then right in the middle, we're going to go back to that woman maker. 1 set of it. And then we go back to the normal one. So it's just a little spurt each, middle of each set. So our next exercise, our hands are going to be up. We're going to squat down, bring a knee up, elbow to the knee, do like a crunch with the abdominals. Squat, knee up, squat, knee up. A little bit less complicated, right? Have your water handy.
Three, 2.
All right, hands up.
Begin interval 1.
Knees and toes forward. Squat down, elbow to knee. Squat, crunch. Squat, crunch.
Three, 2, 1.
Good.
Stop exercise.
Pick up those arms. If your shoulders hurt, keep your arms down. You can do the same thing with the elbows
1.
lower than the
Begin
shoulders.
interval 2.
Squat, crunch. If your shoulders are hurt. Your shoulders are good, keep them up when you do your squat. Keep that chest up, keep looking at me.
Three, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Good. Deep breathing. Nice deep breaths. Whew, it's gonna be a hot one today.
2.
We're starting out hot.
Begin interval 3.
Squat, knee up. Squat, knee up. Good. Are they all smiling up there?
Oh yeah, they're all smiling.
Stop exercise.
In case you're not aware, it is Memorial Day weekend.
Take a break, Corey. Take a break. Corey's working through the breaks. She's going crazy up there.
Begin interval 4.
Here we go. Do it again.
Squat knee up.
Make sure when you're going back, your butt's going back first. Weights on your heels. But chest stays high.
The chest tall.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise and switch to woman maker.
Here we are, middle of it. Let's go to that woman maker. One set, just 20 seconds. You can do it. One or two of these.
3.
Okay. Get your chair back, Cora. Just one of these. Oh, nice job, everybody.
That's it.
Stop woman maker, return to other exercise.
All right. Just a little jump start right in the middle of those sets. Keep you active in your brain.
3,
Hands up again.
1.
Squat knee up.
Interval 5.
If you don't want to do that woman maker, you don't want to be made into a woman, stick with the same exercise that we are doing. Just a Freaky Friday throw in that I like to do.
3,
Keep it a little different on Fridays.
1. Stop exercise.
Whew, 3 more.
Way to go.
3, 2, 1.
Hands up.
Begin interval 6.
Big muscle groups in the legs working. Keep those abs tight, squeeze the glutes.
3,
Breathe.
2, 1. Stop exercise.
We got a lot more on the floor today
2,
than we
1.
did on the Monday or
Begin
Wednesday.
interval 7.
But even from the floor, we're going to get up and do our woman makers if you can.
Three, 2, 1.
Woo!
Stop exercise.
Oh, it's warm, and I have my window open.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 8.
Last one. Let's do this.
Remember, elbow to knee. As a squat, elbow to knee. Gotcha, Maria. Thanks.
3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Stop exercise. Rest
All
and
right.
prepare for next
Please
exercise.
do that one. Next one is going to be on the mat. We're going to do army crawl. So this is the one that you're going to need your sliders, your paper plates for. If this is too difficult, we're just going to hold a plank. You get down, hands at the end of your mat, stretch out into your plank. This is a version you can hold, or you can rock forward and back, or army crawl forward, and army crawl back. So one variation is holding it still, another is rocking forward and back. The hardest variation is walking forward on your mat, walking back. You can do 4 of these. Woman maker, 4 more of these. All right, get ready. You got 5 seconds.
3, 2.
In that plank,
Begin interval 1.
go with your
Set
variation.
3.
If you need to elevate the planks, you can do them with your hands on the chair too.
Three, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Woo. And then heart rate up, even though we're down on the ground.
2, 1. Begin interval 2.
Oop.
Corey, it's okay to just hold the plank. Don't worry about going back and forth. First day here. Just hold the plank if you can. There you go.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Okay, take a break.
Keep breathing.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 3. 3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Take a break.
I'm looking forward to the woman maker after this.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 4.
Here we go. Nice work, Pauline.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise and switch to woman maker.
All right. Let's take a break and do the woman maker. With or without dumbbells. Make sure your sliders get out of the way so you don't slip on them.
1. Woman maker. Three, 2, 1. Stop woman maker, return to other exercise.
Oh. Yes.
Back to the planks. Back on the ground, Cora. Going back to the planks.
1. Begin interval 5.
I'm going to show another alternative here. You got your knee plank. Or if you need to go to the knees, go to the knees. You can do the army crawl on the knees too. Keep those hips low. It's going to focus on your upper body a little bit
3,
more.
2, 1. Stop exercise.
Still good. Everybody okay?
3, 2,
It was okay.
begin interval
Fabulous.
6.
Body position looks great for everybody. Nice work.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise. 3, 2, 1. Begin interval 7.
2 more to go.
That's it.
3, 2,
Ooh.
1. Stop exercise.
Last
3,
one.
2, 1. Begin interval 8.
Push it through. Well, hello. Got a visitor. What are you doing?
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise. Rest and prepare for next exercise.
That's a first. Ooh. All right, we're gonna stay on the mat. We're gonna need our heavier dumbbells like 10s, 12s, 8s for a chest press. And we're gonna do a rotation with that chest press. So 2 dumbbells, bring them up over your chest. Legs up in the air, or you can keep them bent. If you have low back problems, we're gonna do a chest press close. Bring the knees and the arms, legs to opposite sides. Come to the center, another chest press, other side. That's the basic version. Advanced version, legs are gonna be out and you can lower them down like 45 degrees. Chest press, windshield wiper to the side. When you're coming to the side, you can bend the bottom elbow a little bit and tap it to the ground
3,
and come to the center.
1. Begin interval 1.
So
Set 4.
either bent knees or straight legs with a little angle. Chest press, windshield wiper to the side. Chest press, windshield wiper to the side.
Cora, when you're doing the chest press, get those arms straight up and in the middle together, and then go to the side from there.
Exercise.
And If you want to just do the chest press, that's fine too, then down. So
Begin interval 2.
Yeah.
up,
You don't want
push
to
over, and
just
down.
to the side, chest press, a little to the side. Go at your level. If you have back problems, you want to keep those knees bent.
2, 1. Stop exercise.
And only the rotation only goes to where you're comfortable.
Beryl, the twist to the side happens when your arms are up at their highest point.
3,
Chest press. Oh, I added in a little leg kick there too. That was just automatic. Body, hands and legs want to do the same thing.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
All right. Got one more, and then we gotta go into the Widowmaker, stop Woman Maker.
3, 2,
That would be good.
begin interval 4.
Chest press, windshield wiper, chest press, windshield wiper. Chest press, windshield wiper, chest press, windshield wiper,
3,
chest press.
1. Stop exercise and switch to Woman Maker.
All right, stay with that chest press if you prefer. You want to get those awesome Woman Makers in? Get up and get ready.
3, 2, 1. Woman Maker.
Row, row, squat, and push. Notice I'm bringing my push-ups down to my knees at this point. Come up for the rows.
2, 1. Stop Woman Maker, return to other exercise.
All right, back on your mat. Take a little extra time for this. Legs up, knees up, whatever you're doing.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 5.
Chest press, windshield wiper. Chest press, windshield wiper. Chest press, windshield wiper.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Whew. Take a little break.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 6.
Chest press, windshield wiper, chest press, windshield wiper.
Everybody's looking good, looking good.
2,
Look at that.
1. Stop exercise. 3, 2, 1. Begin interval 7.
Chest press, swipe it. Chest press. Oh, hello, other brother. Say hi. Oh, down dog. Good boy.
3, 2.
I got an audience today.
Stop exercise.
Nice job, ladies. Keep it going. I've got a little breeze in here.
2, 1. Begin interval 8.
Rest. Side. Rest. Side.
Marlene, if that shoulder bothers you too much, just don't do that exercise, or at least just drop the weight.
Stop exercise. Rest and prepare for next exercise.
Woo! Made it. All right, our next one, we're going to stay on our backs. We're going to do a dead bug. We got several variations. Grab some light weights if you want, 3s or 5s, to get the lats working a little bit more. So the normal variation of dead bug, bent knees, arms straight. You stretch the left leg down, the right leg up, come back to center. Then you switch, right arm, left leg. That's the basic move. So that's for the beginners or the people that might have issues with the lower back. Our second variation is going to be straight legs, out and in, out and in, opposite arm and leg. Hardest variation, get those legs at a 45-degree angle before you start. So your abs are engaged the entire 20 seconds.
2.
We drop it down.
Begin interval
We're all
1.
doing
Set
one
5.
arm and leg stays up and the opposite arm and leg go down.
Cora, those weights are going to be too heavy. Do
Yeah.
it without weights.
2s or 3s.
Cora, if you can hear me, don't use those weights. Those are going to be too heavy for this exercise.
3.
Just don't use any weights at all. Just no weights.
Size.
Perfect.
I have 3-pound weights.
1.
Arm straight up in the air. Nope. Cora, arm straight up in the air. Yep. When your one leg goes forward, that arm goes back. The opposite arm goes back. So right leg forward. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Try to keep those arms nice and straight, everybody.
Stop exercise.
Yeah, try to keep the leg and arm that are up motionless.
2. 1. Begin interval 3.
Keep pressing that low back down to the ground.
Yeah, Maria, if your back's bothering you, be very careful how far those legs go out today.
And bend the knees too.
Yep, her knees are bent.
2. 1. Stop exercise.
Also, if your knees are bent, you can actually tap that heel down to the ground.
2. 1.
Protect that low
Begin
back
interval
too.
4.
Whoop.
And Pauline, if that right shoulder is bothering you still, just don't go quite so far back with that right arm.
3. 2. 1. Stop exercise and switch to woman maker.
All right, here's our woman maker break. Stay doing the dead bug if you want. I'm gonna try to get some music going again.
3. 2. 1. Woman maker.
Still not going.
3. 2. 1. Stop woman maker, return to other exercise.
Back to that dead bug, down on your backs. Legs up, arms up.
3. 2. 1. Begin interval 5.
One leg down, one arm down. Keep that back flat. Really focus on pressing that belly button down to the ground.
3. 2. 1. Stop exercise.
Cora, for your first day back, you're doing, actually for any day back, you're doing fantastic.
1. Begin interval 6.
And we're going.
3. 2. 1. Stop exercise.
Almost there.
3. 2. 1. Begin interval 7.
Oh, connect me. Almost there.
3.
There you go.
2. 1. Stop exercise.
All right, last set. Want to make it harder? You can bring those shoulders up off the ground.
1. Begin interval 8.
Believe it or not, we're almost done, ladies.
3. 2. 1. Stop exercise. Rest and prepare for next
Woo!
exercise.
Last one. Rolling over onto our belly. We're going to do some super women. Along with our women makers. You can use very light weights like 1 pound, 2 pounds. Some of you might be able to do 3 pounds or no weight at all. These are very difficult, so most people will do no weights. Hands out in front. Keep looking down at the ground. You're gonna lift up, pull back, squeeze the elbows together. Make a T with your arms, bring it back, and then out. In, out, in, front. If you need to come down in between, come down in between. I'm going to try some 3-pound weights. I might not make it through all sets with those. Before you get started, try to lift them up in front. If you can't lift them up in front, drop the weights.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 1. Set 6.
Out to the side, back to the front. In, out. Squeeze the glutes here. Pelvic tilt, press those hips into the mat.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Woo.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 2.
Yep. Lift that chest off the ground.
Three, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
You start pinching in the lower back. Really focus on that pelvic tilt.
3.
You want to keep those hips pushing downward.
Begin interval 3.
Protect the low back. We're gonna go one without. Keep the neck long. Really squeeze those elbows. Each time you come back and you come in, squeeze. The upper back.
2, 1. Stop exercise.
One more, and then we get ready for the woman maker.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 4.
Again.
If it hurts to go over your head with your shoulders, just go to the side. You can also bend the elbows.
3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Stop exercise and switch to woman maker.
Let's do it! Last woman makers!
Last one.
3, 2.
Here we go.
Woman maker.
Woof. Another one. Last chance. Ugh.
3, 2, 1. Stop woman maker. Return to other exercise.
Whew. Sometimes I don't know which is worse, the exercise or the woman maker.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 5.
Glutes tight.
Three, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
I gotta go to a set without. My hands won't let up anymore. Whew.
3, 2, 1. Begin interval 6.
Here we go. Chest up, arms back, arms out, arms up.
Remember that pelvic tilt. If you start feeling that low back, push those hips
3,
down.
2, 1. Stop exercise.
Ooh. And remember, if you need to take a break in between each one, start down on the ground, up,
2,
and then go back to the ground for the rest.
begin interval 7.
2 more intervals. Almost there.
Whew.
3, 2, 1. Stop exercise.
Last 20 seconds. Pelvic tilt. Get ready for this one.
2, 1. Begin interval 8. Last work interval.
Here we go. Last set. 20 seconds to go. Oh, Terry said last set last couple times.
This time, even the woman said it.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! Oh, thank goodness I was ready.
Finish.
Nice job. All right.
Great workout.
We're going to go right into a stretch. Start taking some nice deep breaths. And we'll start out with a nice cat-cow. Loosen up that back. Arch that back up. And press it down. Round it up. Chin down to the chest. And bring it back up. If you find that one position feels better for you than the other, then you can hold that position. Let's all round it up. Keep it rounded up. And we're just going to bring one shoulder to the side. So hip and shoulder going toward each other, and then the other. So we're keeping that cat position with the pelvic tilt. And we're just swaying side to side, feeling that stretch go into each side of the lower back, maybe a little bit into the hips. And let's do some big hip circles. So bring the hip back to the right foot, swing them over to the left and come forward. Big circles. Pulling that body down. Come to the front and center, and let's switch those circles around. Go to the left leg, hips back, so shift over to the right, forward. One more circles here. And bring it back to the center, open up those knees. We're gonna bring those hips back to the heels. Push those heels down and stretch the arms out in front and drop your head down between your hands. Little child's pose. Deep breathing there, let the hips relax. And nice deep breaths.
Or if that's bothering because you can't get down to your knees, you're welcome to do things from standing. You can do nice loose knees from there, bend over, let your hands hang.
All right, we'll come up out of that. Come up to a kneeling position. You do this standing as well. We're going to bring one foot forward for a hip flexor quadriceps stretch. So bring that front knee a little bit behind the heel and then let the hips fall forward. Keep the chest up on this one. Feel that stretch to the front of that thigh. If you're standing up, you're going to do the same thing. Bend that back knee and push the hips forward. Feel that stretch up to the front of the hip flexors, some in the quads. And let's shift back. Bring the toes up in front. Stretch down. Forward for a in the stretch. Add some extra padding underneath your knee if you need to. If you don't have any padding or you don't have a mat, then I would suggest sitting back on that back heel so that you're not jamming the knee into the floor. You'll still be able to stretch out the front of that hamstring.
Yeah, Corey, you can skip the stretches if you'd like. If you'd like to try to do that standing, there you go, just like that too. You can do it standing to stretch out the back of your leg.
Just lift that toe up in the front foot.
The front leg is nice and straight. The back leg is bent. And nice straight back, just lean down into that leg and you'll feel the hamstring stretch.
And let's switch legs. Switching, put the other foot in front. Bring that knee a little bit behind the heel so that you have a little room to push those hips forward.
Yep. This one, Corey, same thing. Keep your back nice and straight. You're sitting up, your back's up nice and straight, pushing the hip forward.
Just like a lunge.
Yep.
And we'll straighten out that front leg again. Toes to the ceiling.
Cora, for this one again, stand for this one.
Remember, you can go down to that back leg. And Cora, you're standing up. Put that heel up.
She's doing it from her knee now, but okay. Yep, you do it standing. Nice straight leg in the front. Bend forward into that leg. Yes, just like that. Perfect.
Again, bring that back up, swing that knee back around. We're going to go back into all fours. We're going to stretch the front of the chest. So we're going to take one arm out to the side a little further. And we're going to bring that shoulder down to the ground. You can find a comfortable position for your knees, your feet, wherever they want to go. But we're trying to stretch out the front of the shoulder and the chest. So slide over to one side, turn your head away from the arm that's outstretched. Stretching that shoulder. Try not to rotate your shoulder downward when you do this. Keep that shoulder up and back. You'll feel a better stretch. If you have tight hips like me, just shifting the weight to the side makes me go into my hips too. And bring it up. Let's go to the other side. So stretch that other hand out to the side. Bend into the other elbow. Push that shoulder down. Look away from the outstretched hand. And bring it back up. Just sit down on one hip, swing those legs around to the front for me. Into a straddle position. Open those legs as wide as you can. Keep that body upright, nice and tall. Gonna take one hand to one leg, reach the other hand up over the head, and stretch the side body. You can bend that elbow down. But you don't want your body to cave forward. Keep an open chest, open heart up to the ceiling. Try to relax into it. Remember your deep breaths. We're trying to relax those muscles, let them loosen up. And let's take it over to the other side. Stretch it up and out. Lift up out of that shoulder. Try to keep that pelvic tilt. You don't want to round it back, but you want slight pelvic tilt with your abs contracted. And bring it to the center. We're going to clasp our hands together in the back. So you're going to hold like this with your hands behind your back. Push them down to the ground and bring those shoulders back. And if you can, try to lift the hands off the floor. Try to keep those palms together. Lift and push out. And you can kind of rock side to side on this one. You might have one shoulder that's tighter than the other. A lot of shoulder and chest stuff today, so open that area up. This is your posture stretch too. If you're at the keyboard all day from the computer, get those shoulders back and stretch them out. And release those arms, shake them out. We're just going to take our fingertips out in front. I want you to try to keep your back straight. Press forward from your low back and walk forward as far as you can. And then just drop your head down and let your body relax. Stretching the inner thighs, you'll feel it in the hamstring, the low back, lots of different places we'll feel it on this stretch.
Just picturing how far I can go on these.
You look just like this, Larry.
Yeah.
And stay out there as you walk over to the right side, reach for that right foot. Now your chest is facing the floor. Hold it to the right. A couple of deep breaths here. Try to keep both hip bones on the floor. Walk it through the center. We're gonna go to the other side. And back to the center. I'm gonna walk it back up once you get to the center. Use your hands to support your body as you come back up. Bring those ears, shoulders up by your ears. Squeeze them back toward the back, drop them down. Right ear to the right shoulder. Nice long stretch in that neck. Chin down to the chest slowly. Over to the left, ear to the shoulder. And back to the center, chin to the chest. Let all the tension leave your body. From the top of your head, let it go up through your fingertips, out through your toes. And a deep breath, lifting our heads up. And giving each other a hand. Good job, ladies, way to go. Made it through another Freaky Friday.